Gallifrey Gals. Gallifrey Gals. Gallifrey Gals. Welcome to our sci-fi world.
Let's motherfucking do it. What is it?
It's Gallifrey Gals time!
And we're getting warped.
Warped! I only have one hand
'Cause there's a
available.
cat.
Because the other one is under my cat who you can't see. One downside, because I'm not using a webcam that like swivels anymore, is it's not easy for me to just tilt my camera down to show you the cat in my lap.
But you
so
look
you have
so
to trust
good.
Me. I am very happy with this camera upgrade.
Like, I need to get a camera upgrade, and it looks great. So
it's a Sony
worth it.
ZV-1.
Season
Season 7 of Star Trek The Next Generation. The final season. Prepare to say goodbye. What? No.
No. What's the episode called? We're on episode 2.
It's episode 2. I know, I was like, wait, what should I say next? And then I looked over at our drive that I have open, and it's all season 6 episodes because it's stuff I've already uploaded. And then I was like, wait,
What
we're
the
on. My brain just broke for a second, so that's where we are. This is called Liaisons.
Liaisons.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds like a
Yeah.
familiar title.
There's a classic play called it's in French though. It's like Dangerous Liaisons is what it translates to. Maybe you've heard it referenced. They're actually making a TV show adaptation of it right now. So perhaps
Interesting.
you've heard of that. I'm not a big fan of it because it's all about how people use like sex to manipulate people, and I don't like it. But other people do. So it's great.
Okay, this is such a side tangent. Sorry, I'm going to do this real quick. Are you watching The Last of Us?
No.
Are you going to watch The Last
I
of Us?
don't know. I've played the video games.
Did the video game terrify the shit out of you?
Know that I want to live through that emotional experience again.
Yeah.
So I because of that, I don't have much interest in watching the show,
Okay.
but I know that a lot of people are really, really loving it. So maybe one day I'll be ready. But right now I just
You let me know, because
I
I would
know
straight
what-
up do that for the channel.
I'll tell you what. If YouTube and Patreon seem like they would be very, very interested in it,
Ooh, this just became in the YouTube cut too.
then I would say yes to it. But only if people were like, we would watch the shit out of that.
Genuinely interested. Okay.
I'll put myself through it. I
Because-
know, and again, I don't know how much they're sticking to the story from the video game or not,
Paula,
but like,
I will tell you right now,
it's a lot.
it is for fuck's sake, the first 30 minutes is almost a shot for shot. Anyways, okay.
Anyway, all
Wow,
right.
that was like a nice little tangent. Sorry, it was just like in my thoughts, and I was
Yeah.
like, I'm 99% sure you played the game.
Yeah, I've played both.
It's emotionally damaging.
It's a lot. If you're interested, you can find the VODs, The Last of Us, the first game, you can find on my YouTube channel, Paula Deming.
Yeah.
And the second one, you can find those VODs on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Paula Deming. Everything is under my name, if you're interested. And now that we've done that, should we watch some stuff?
Liaisons. Let's do it.
I'm having problems.
If I didn't know you better, I'd say that you were procrastinating.
I'm having
Klingons
problems.
do not procrastinate.
I'm the one who has to escort them around the ship for the next 3 days.
I do not
Riker.
enjoy these diplomatic situations.
It's all part of being in
We
Star
just watched TOS,
Yeah.
where they literally were bitching
Yeah,
about the same
funny,
fucking
you're right.
thing.
I do not see why it is necessary to wear these ridiculous uniforms.
Would you like to see your quarters before we attend the reception?
Please.
He looks grumpy.
I want this one.
Oh,
Lieutenant Worf.
stop talking about him like he's property.
Fine.
Yeah.
Riker, get that fucking smug little face
He's like, oh,
off.
I don't have to do it.
Society.
Are you going to eat?
Excuse me?
You have no food on your plate. Are you going to eat?
Oh, actually, I was waiting till we got to the desserts.
Ha!
Desserts.
If you ask me, it's the best part of any meal.
My people eat only for
Deanna.
nourishment.
This is my favorite. Katarian chocolate pie.
That's a serious
I don't know
bit of
exactly
chocolate.
what's inside, but
Living for
I think
it.
it's made with 17 varieties of chocolate. And
Bring
you
me
people-
new food.
Ambassador.
Doctor.
Wow,
it is
Dr.
all
Crusher.
right. I am happy to bring more food. Master Byleth is demanding, temperamental, and rude.
You share all of those qualities in abundance. Build on the similarities.
In
Data.
abundance. Data, you jerk.
There is an M-class planet in this system. Can we reach it?
We'll try. Prepare for impact.
Yeah. Oh no. Okay, well, he looks alive.
I'll be back as soon as I can.
Why did they not give him any lines? They're like, just grunt in response, okay?
I mean, they gave him lines in the ship. They didn't want to pay him for any more. Okay.
But yeah.
What an... Oh, son of a bitch.
What is this?
It's a child.
Child.
This kid!
Are our offspring.
What the
They are
fuck?
young. They grow into adults over a period of many years.
Eric.
Eric. Do you like dessert?
Hell yeah.
May I give Eric some dessert?
That sounds like a wonderful idea.
Aww.
Come on, Eric.
Ooh, I see maybe a pretty lady.
What do you want?
Maybe not.
Smells good. Thank you. Well, you're certainly not a Turalian. Unless you've lost 2 of your arms. What's your name?
Picard's okay. He's cracking jokes.
Yeah.
We're good.
I'm Jean-Luc Picard. I'm a Starfleet officer.
Stardate 40812.
7 years.
Years?
Anna, wait a minute.
7 years?
Yeah, that was a lot to just say out loud, Picard.
I thought 1.
And perhaps you could go to the shuttle and bring the equipment back here.
I can do that.
Good.
I am clearly a bad diplomat.
Aww.
For the sake of the ship and the Federation, I request reassignment.
For
Denied.
the sake of the ship and the
These
Federation.
Yarans are arrogant, irritating. They cannot be reasoned with.
To be honest, he's testing even my limits.
You see, they are insane.
You've been very patient with Mr. Violet, and that's good. But maybe it's time to let him know that some behavior is unacceptable to us.
How about a friendly game of poker?
Yes. Ooh, did she lock you in?
What are you doing? You should be in bed.
Anna, why was this door locked from the outside?
For your protection.
Transmitter module has been totally destroyed.
Hmm.
How could that happen? Looks as though it's been hit by a phaser blast.
I used a phaser to cut it free. I can't believe I did that. That I damaged our only chance.
Okay, now the acting is getting a little...
Long. At first,
Well, your trust issues coming
I
into
had
play.
hoped that I would be rescued. I knew from the moment I saw you that you were here to save me.
This feels like some,
I'll do anything you want.
God, what's the movie called?
Just
When she
don't.
breaks his legs.
leave me.
Oh my.
Misery?
Yes, thank you, Misery.
If I can regenerate this, then I may be able to
I do like that
reactivate
dress
the
she's
shuttlecraft's
wearing.
Yeah, it's
engines.
cool.
I meant what I said before.
Mm-hmm.
I do love you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that you can really be in love with me.
How can you say that? Of course I love you.
No,
You're not attracted to me.
I think it's a little premature.
I think it's just we just
We
met.
hardly know anything about each other. We are going to get out of here.
I'm in.
Mm.
And I raised 20. Excuse me, Ambassador. Those are my chips.
You are in error. Those chips are mine. You would dare to accuse me of stealing?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You are lying because you are losing the game. Calm down. Even if I were cheating, how would a plodding animal like you know it?
And if you were not an ambassador, I would disembowel you right
I
here.
would disembowel
Don't let
you.
my title inhibit you, Klingon.
They're just like, okay, do something.
Thank you, Lieutenant Worf. I think I understand now. That was a very effective demonstration.
I'm feeling very much better. In fact,
Can you take this off me?
You can't remove it yet.
Yeah, no. This is misery vibes.
No!
are you trying to keep me here?
Please. I love you.
Okay, literal
Fight me!
sexual assault.
No!
I failed. You don't love me.
That's called sexual assault, friends.
And he said no and stop multiple times.
When my species is injured, our metabolic rate slows until our body can heal itself.
Very cool,
This
very
state could
cool.
easily be mistaken for death.
I see.
Okay, all right.
We
I'll
did
accept
not
that.
return to the shuttle. There's a dangerous precipice near here. She was headed in that direction.
It's possible.
Then we should go find her.
Search it twice as fast if we separate.
Oof. Be careful, though, she's crazy.
Yeah, right? Like, maybe give him a heads up.
Yeah, like she's not quite in her. She's not quite right.
I'll jump. Unless you promise to love me.
Hey, guess what? Also a form of abuse.
Yep. It's so fucked up.
Tell me you love me.
No.
I must know.
No.
Isn't it convenient that he arrived moments after you left? That he insisted that I come here to look for you?
Tell me about your love.
No.
Jump.
Go ahead. Why don't you do it?
Yeah, that's literally what I wanted to
Way
say.
down.
Bye.
200 meters. Foval, what is going on?
My mission was to study human intimacy, specifically the concept you call love.
And this is how we create it.
Understand certain concepts. So we sent 3 representatives to study them. The ship contained logs written by a single survivor, a human woman.
The man was injured. She nursed him back to health, and they fell in love.
And I was sent to experience love.
Well, that's not how you get people to love you, dick.
Was this wrong?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes. Yes.
This has been an enlightening experience.
For me as well, Ambassador.
I am sorry if our diplomatic methods offended you.
We humans tend to take a rather balanced approach towards life. Never too much.
Hate it.
Never too little.
Yeah, they're not really addressing it.
Very
Nope.
to
Fully.
find a culture
Nope.
that is willing to take an experience to its furthest extreme.
Yeah,
Sexual assault and rape are not a science experiment.
Yeah, they should have. I would have liked them to have gone more into.
If we want to teach him a lesson, if we want to teach them about society, if we want to teach them and help them grow, let's be fucking blunt about it.
Yeah, like what you've done is not okay. You can't do this kind of an experiment.
Do you want to know why it is a crime?
Yeah.
Because you literally assaulted someone outside of their consent.
You've taken the bodily autonomy away from a person. And that should have been addressed more. They like touch on it, but they don't. To have Picard at
But
the
to
end, be
end
like,
him
actually,
with-
this was so
Exactly.
interesting. It's like,
Exactly. Exactly.
no,
Exactly.
it wasn't interesting.
No, it's
You
not
were
interesting.
violated.
You were violated. I don't like that. It's that whole, like, they allowed the writing to gaslight him into circling around to be like, you know what? No, it's actually such a fascinating approach to studying a culture and society. And it's like, no, the fuck it's not.
Yeah.
There's
not
absolutely,
ethical.
there's nothing about that is okay. And that's the other thing is like, Picard is such an ethical person and the way that, and like a moral person and the way that he handles scenarios and situations, it is so unbelievable for me to think that he
I wonder
would
if-
come to that conclusion.
At the time, and now I hate.
I know,
feel like we
the at the
both do.
time.
We're like, well, for the time, blah blah blah. But I wonder if at the time I imagine that the idea of a woman sexually assaulting a man was probably seen as may have been seen as less legitimate than we are able to see it now. And even now, a lot of people don't see that as legitimate. And it is legitimate. And
it's
so
110%
the writers
legitimate.
maybe didn't even realize that they were having Picard accept and say it was okay that he was assaulted, because they may not have even considered it assault. They may have just been thinking about the kidnapping and held against his will part, you know, which is still not okay. But I have to wonder if that's where
the disconnect
that's where like we are seeing it through a bit of a different lens than they were, but it's still like not okay.
It's not okay. It's not excusable.
Yeah, because here, so this is interesting. So it's funny because when you were like, this is reminding me of something, and I didn't want to say Misery at first, because one of the things is Misery was an inspiration for this episode.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I love that you got that. And so one of the writers on it, Brannon Braga.
Okay.
Here's a little quote that might be interesting.
Move you over here.
I'll just read this whole quote. Was I happy with the script? Yeah. Was I happy with the episode? I don't know. I had a lot of fun writing it, and a lot of it was cut for time, mostly the more fun moments. Whether or not they actually ended up being funny is another story. It's a matter of opinion. At the end, I give Picard a speech about people who take things to extremes to experience them. And that's what these people do. I thought that was very interesting. In order to understand the culture, you must immerse yourself in that culture. It's still a little scattered, though. In the end, even though it seems redolent of misery and fatal attraction, the Star Trek twist was, it wasn't at all. And that's what I think. I think that end is maybe key, where like he was like, it was sort of like this, but because it's Star Trek, it wasn't that. So we don't actually have to address those things. And I think, yeah, that's what some of that. Yeah,
that's definitely very frustrating. Very, very frustrating. That's very frustrating.
Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
Some like real fucked up shit. Like
no, and not even just the Picard stuff. Like
where she's just like, I'm gonna kill myself if you don't tell me you love me. Like as someone who's been on the receiving end of that kind of behavior, don't do that to people. It's not okay. But yeah, the stuff with Worf, it's like if you want to experience antagonism, like fucking maybe just talk to me about it. Like, don't treat me like shit just to try and get a reaction out of me. Like, that stuff's not cool.
That's not cool. Like, that is just, it is not fucking cool. It's uncomfortable and just like gross. And I did not like the way he was treating Worf whatsoever. No. Like, it's so.
No, it was really.
It's incredibly abusive.
Yeah.
And, like, I don't take that. Like, the only one that I can be okay with is the guy with the food.
Yeah, he got the good assignment. I don't want to be the person experiencing antagonism. I want to be the person experiencing pleasure. I'll eat all the cool food.
Like, you know. Yeah. But even then, there was still that point where he was like, but no, you have to try this. But no, you have to try this. But no, you have to. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it's like,
chill out. If someone says no, it fucking means
we
no.
We have boundaries here.
Whew. It's just insane. Yeah, I don't know. I don't like it.
It would be nice to see, like, now, at least we have, I guess if I'm going to try and put a positive spin on it, we have an opportunity to discuss boundaries.
The seriousness.
But it would have been nice if that, for being so ahead of its time in so many ways, I feel like this is one situation, one example of something that Star Trek is not great at. And I do think it's a discussion of, like, boundaries in this kind of a way, because I think we've seen examples of it in multiple episodes in the past, and there will be potentially more examples of it in this season, of being like, why aren't we really addressing that it's not okay to cross this boundary?
Yeah, because I think about the episode when we had that motherfucker that was twisting memories and like literally turned a memory of Deanna's into sexual assault, while also assaulting other people with their memories. Like they literally use the word rape and that they literally use the word "you are raping people" or along those times. Like they use the word rape.
Yes.
And so again, that's why it's so frustrating that because it's a man being assaulted, they just think, well, no, we can just wrap it up with this little like bow at the end of it.
I feel like
It's
that
just a
has
man.
to be why they
It's
thought
gotta
that
be.
was okay, right?
Which is so wrong because
a lot of people think men can't be raped.
And that is a sack of shit.
Yeah.
If there's any person that is saying no or saying they don't want something, or even the body language is like, they don't. And men are capable of being put through that.
Yes, absolutely.
It's just the truth of it. Yeah. Whew. Spicy. That episode was something, wasn't it? My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you know, had good parts to it, but that was frustrating overall.
Yeah,
It was very
it was frustrating.
like that's a serious conversation, and that's they definitely glossed over it at the end.
Yeah.
So, men out there who are watching this, if you have ever experienced anything like that, if you ever have experienced your boundaries being crossed, or you saying no and that being like fucking disregarded, and you were assaulted, I am so sorry, and it is so valid.
Yeah.
Just because you are a man does not mean that you cannot experience those things.
Yeah.
So if you are watching this and that is you, I am so sorry that you had to experience that. And that's it. That's all I have to say on that note. That's it. Just, you know, it's not something that men will talk about because of things like that, because it's meant to be like people just think, no, it's not possible, so don't talk about it. And it's like,
no, it is.
So I see you. We see you.
Yes.
And you're not alone. So anyways, hey, if you want to watch the full-length reaction of that and help support this whole channel run and function, and so we can go on rants like this while we watch and react to shows, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/GallifreyGals. You can join our Discord community, have, you know, chit chats with us outside of this, full-length reactions, blah, 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 blah.
And a huge thank you to all of our patrons, because you literally make the continuation of this channel possible. So thank you for supporting us. If you
Could not
are
do it
unable to
without you.
or don't want to support us on Patreon, please subscribe to the channel, give the video a like, leave us a comment, let us know what you thought in a polite way. And yeah, we really appreciate you so much. Those are also things that are very helpful.
Yes, they are. And you guys know 20,000. We have a treat for our TNG fans.
Yeah,
so,
we do.
On that note,
Catch your Gallifrey Gals next time as we
Sweet.
boldly watch.
Yeah. When no cat has watched before. I gotta pee. Let's get out of here.
All right, bye.
Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a little thumbs up, and if you want to be notified when we post new content, go ahead and subscribe to our channel and hit that little bell in the corner.